Saint Marina the Monk is revered for her extraordinary humility, sacrifice, and devotion to God. She disguised herself as a man to join a monastery, which was forbidden for women, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to the monastic life. Her willingness to endure false accusations, poverty, and suffering without ever defending herself reflects her deep spiritual strength and acceptance of God's will. Saint Marina the Monk, also known as Marina the Disguised, lived in the 5th century. Her story begins with a young girl born into a pious Christian family. Marina's mother passed away when she was young, and she was raised by her father, a devout Christian man who planned to enter monastic life. When Marina reached marriageable age, her father prepared to leave her in the care of other women, intending to become a monk himself. However, Marina, devoted to her faith and unwilling to part from her father, insisted on joining him in his monastic calling. But her father refused. Since women were not allowed to join male monasteries, she came up with a daring plan. She would disguise herself as a man and enter the monastery with him. She cut her hair, donned men's clothing, and took on the name Marinos. Together, father and daughter entered a monastery. No one suspected Marina's true identity. She lived as a monk, excelling in her humility and devotion. Marina's father eventually passed away, leaving her alone in her secret life. She continued to live in the monastery, working hard and praying fervently. Her dedication earned her the respect of her fellow monks. One day, Marina was sent on an errand to a nearby town. There, an innkeeper's daughter became pregnant by a soldier and accused Marina of being the father when confronted by her parents. Despite knowing she was innocent, Marina did not defend herself. She accepted the false accusation humbly, believing it to be part of her spiritual trial. The abbot of the monastery, shocked by the scandal, expelled her from the community. Hey there, did you like the story of Brother Juniper that we released last week? I'm sure you would have loved the tales of his innocence and his childlike character, which helped him get closer to God. Also, how amazing was that Saint Odillo's version of purgatory? Did this story reinforce the theme of mercy, hope, and spiritual purification? We are able to bring all these fantastic stories to video only because of the support of kind-hearted people among our viewers. Please understand that we cannot continue making these videos from YouTube revenue alone. We need help from you as well. It will only take 5 minutes of your time, and this small effort from your side will take these stories to thousands of children. The links are given in the description box below. Thanks again for watching our videos. May God bless you and your family. Cast out and disgraced, Marina took care of the innkeeper's daughter and her child, living in poverty and enduring great hardship. All the while, she maintained her prayers and trusted in God's will. After several years, the monks, impressed by her continued devotion despite the scandal, allowed her back into the monastery. Marina raised the child while continuing her life of humility and service. Years passed, and Marina continued her devotion to the Lord. People around her often sought her advice. At the age of 40, Marina became ill and died. While cleaning the body, the monks discovered that he was in fact born a woman. This made them very distressed. They were astonished to learn that she had been a woman all along, and she could have never committed the sins she was accused of. Realizing her immense sacrifice and piety, the monks were filled with reverence. During the funeral prayers, one of the monks, who was blind in one eye, received full sight again after he touched the body. The abbot and the entire monastic community saw her not only as a devoted monk, but also as a saint. News of her story spread, and soon Saint Marina was venerated for her unwavering faith, humility, and the incredible lengths she went to in her service to God. To this day, she is remembered as a saint in both Eastern and Western Christian traditions, honored for her courage, patience in suffering, and profound dedication to her monastic calling.